In today's chess video, we are going to explore the intriguing elephant trap. This crafty maneuver emerges from the Queen's Gambit declined variation. Let's delve right into it. The opening sequence begins with White playing d4, followed by our response of d5. White then counters with c4, initiating the Queen's Gambit. However, instead of accepting this pawn, we opt for e6, safeguarding our pawn and refusing the gambit. Following this, White proceeds with knight c3, a standard developmental move that adds pressure to our d5 pawn. In response, we fortify our position with knight f6, ensuring the protection of the pawn. At this point, a common move from White is bishop g5, which pins our knight to the queen and indirectly threatens our d5 pawn. Moving forward, Black is presented with several advantageous options. One viable choice is to play bishop e7, bolstering the defense of the knight. Alternatively, a move like pawn to c6 can be considered, both safeguarding the pawn and creating a strategic diagonal for the queen. However, our intended move in this position is knight b to d7, which also holds its own strategic merits. Incidentally, there's a move that should be avoided at all costs: pawn to h6. This move might appear enticing, and it's a mistake I've observed many players make. Regrettably, this move hands a significant advantage to White, as it allows them to capture the knight without much trouble. This ensuing situation poses difficulties for Black. If you choose to capture the bishop with the pawn, you'll find yourself burdened with doubled pawns on the king side. This isn't ideal, especially considering that many players opt to castle on the king side. This could potentially expose the king to threats. Should you consider capturing the bishop with the queen, be aware that White can retaliate with capturing on d5. After your capture, White follows up by taking with the knight, putting you at a disadvantage of being down a pawn. This situation is compounded by White's multiple attacking possibilities against you. Hence, in this position, the move pawn to h6 is far from an optimal choice. The strategic move we need to execute to set up the elephant trap is knight b to d7. This move has a dual purpose. It reinforces the defense of the f6 knight with our other knight. Yet, it also has the effect of preventing our queen from defending the d5 pawn, as the knight now stands between them. Now, let's delve into the mechanics of this tactic. White has the option to capture on d5, to which we respond by recapturing with our pawn. Subsequently, White might opt to simply capture with the knight, as the pinned knight can't maneuver. Even if White pursues an alternate move, our position remains quite favorable. However, if they proceed with capturing the pawn, that's when things take a dramatic turn. After the knight captures on d5, your opponent will likely be taken aback by your subsequent move, a stunning sacrifice of the queen. There's no need for concern, as after White captures your queen, you unveil an ingenious move, bishop b4 check. What adds to the brilliance of this move is the fact that the White king has no available squares to escape to, forcing them to interpose the queen for protection. At this juncture, you can decisively capture the queen with a check. Upon the king's recapture, you can then seize the opportunity to capture the intervening bishop. This evaluation yields a position where you have a full knight for a pawn and hold a substantial advantage in terms of development. This promising scenario clearly establishes a winning position for Black. Feel free to share if you've successfully employed this trap in your games. Now, it's time for a puzzle. In the given position, it's White's turn, and you need to find the best move for White. Share your answers in the comments, and let's see how many of you can solve it correctly. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with future videos. Take a moment to check out the other videos appearing on your screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and peace.